Hey, what is up guys? Aaron here of Apple Updates, and welcome to yet another What is on my iPod video. Now of course this one is for September 2013, and of course I am rocking iOS 7. This is the official release, so there are going to be no bugs and stuff in this. Before we start, let me just tell you guys that I am rocking the spec candy shell grip in lemongrass and harbor color, so that is the case that I'm wearing, and I'm not rocking a loop because it's kind of pointless and useless. So let's go ahead and unlock the screen, unlock the iPod, and let's just go ahead and start with the stock Apple apps that I have installed here. Over here you can see I have FaceTime, and you know, calendar, App Store, camera, notes. I probably shouldn't open that up, and I'm just gonna close that. Okay. The next app we have over here is Photos. Then we have PayPal, which is not an Apple app, it's just PayPal. Then we have the Clock app, Calculator, Podcasts, iBooks, Passbook, Settings, Messages, Reminders, Safari. Then we have Google. This is the Google app, the official Google app. I don't really use it. I use it kind of for searches and stuff. And you know, just kind of, it's kind of a replacement for when I don't have my Nexus 7 with me, so I'll use that Google app. Then we have Google Maps, Twitter. Then in the dock we have Google Chrome, Mail, YouTube, and the Music app, because those are the apps that I, you know, tend to use most. Then in the Games folder you can see all my games here. I do have some pretty awesome games. Jetpack Joyride, I used to play a lot, but you know, I kind of grew out of it, but it's very addictive for people that like addictive games. Then I have Doodle Jump, which is a must, and I, you know, play it a lot. Then we have Temple Run 2. I'm not a big Temple Run fan, but I like to have that on there for, you know, if people want to play on my iPod and just want to play Temple Run. Then we have all the Cut the Ropes. Actually, only 3 of the Cut the Rope games, and you know, I find them pretty fun. Then we have a lot of Angry Birds games here. Then we have Field Runners, which is a tower defense game, which is pretty cool. Then we have Fruit Ninja, Tiny Wings, you know, the basic apps and stuff and games that people install when they get their iPod. Then over here we have Subway Surfers. I used to play this a lot. I'll be honest, I don't really play it that much anymore. Actually, don't really play any games anymore just because I don't really have time, and then, you know. Then we have the social folder right over here. We have Facebook, Vine, Waze, and, you know, some other apps like Instagram. I like to have my home pages right here, a mix of apps and folders, and, you know, I like to make it in a checker style because I just like to have 2 pages. Actually, I do have 3 pages now, which I'll get to in a second. But I do like to have 2 pages, you know, just so that it looks more organized and a little bit, you know, funky and fun. So then we have Skype and Flashlight. I don't really need Flashlight anymore. I actually need to do some cleanup here because I don't use PayPal anymore, and I don't use Flashlight anymore because now in iOS 7 you have this little thing here where you can activate and deactivate the flashlight. So I don't really need that anymore. Then we have tools here. I have my iTunes remote, then I have Red Laser, then I have Translate if I want to translate some text to speech. Then I have some other apps here. 1Password I don't really use that much because I do have the new 1Password app, but you know, that's what it is. Then I have Jumi Gamer, which allows me to control computers with my iPod. Of course, that'll be in a separate video. I of course have SoundHound, which allows me to identify music by just singing it, or putting the iPod to listen to the song. Then I have Megaphone, which is pretty cool. What you would do is you attach a speaker to the headphone jack here, a megaphone, and you could use your iPod as a megaphone or a microphone. And I have Logo Grab here, which I'm not even going to get into. Then I have Tiny Piano here, which allows me to play piano and play songs from my iPod, so that's pretty fun. Then I have my productivity apps, which consists of Evernote, Fantastical, and a few other things here. You know, it's pretty standard. I just need to throw all these apps out because I don't really use them anymore. Then I have the fun folder, which is, you know, pretty basic apps. Right here, this is also like a miscellaneous folder where I just throw apps in here that I don't really use so much, but they need to be here for some reason. Then I have the 1Password app. Now, of course, I'm not going to go into this because it is where I store all of my passwords and stuff. Then I have the shopping app where I have my, you know, my apps that I can buy stuff on. And, you know, I think it's pretty good. I do have another page here, but I don't want to show you what I have on there because that is for a separate video. Then over here I have Badland. Badland, I'm actually going to show you this app because it is one of my favorite apps. It's a pretty cool adventure style, you know, type of game. And it's a little loud here, so let's turn off the volume. In this app, you just, you know, it's pretty cool. Although this app costs around $4, I'm pretty sure it's like $3 or $4. It's really fun. You just have this little guy here, and you know, you jump around and stuff. It's, you know, the graphics are extremely fluid. Now I know I haven't done an app review in a while, so, you know, I might not do this well. But, you know, I find that this app is, you know, pretty freaking cool. And I did get it when it was free. So, you know, I don't know what to say about that. Then over here we have the travel folder. Now, of course, during the school year, I don't really travel so much. But I like to have it on here if I want to just, you know, pretend that I'm traveling somewhere, or I don't know, look up a flight. Then we have Plants vs. Zombies 2, which is one of my, you know, one of the games that I used to play, but I just don't play it anymore. And over here we have our news app with some, you know, various news apps. We have some package trackers and stuff. Not going to go into that because it's a waste of time. Then over here we have a miscellaneous folder, which is not even worth going into because the apps in there are so, you know, useless and you really don't care about. Then over here we have Asphalt 8, which is hands down my favorite racing app. I'm actually really into that right now, but I play it more on my Nexus 7. So I don't really play it on my iPod because, you know, the graphics in it aren't too good. But in my Nexus 7 over here, it's got, you know, like a Snapdragon Pro S4 CPU, so I like to play it on that. Then over here we have our Apple apps that I don't really use, so I just throw them into this folder called Apple. And, you know, that's pretty cool. Then over here we have our Google Drive folder. You know, you guys should know by now what Google Drive is. Then we have, you know, the third page, I have apps that I'm just trying out. And, you know, that's actually all for this video. So, of course, if you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button down below or the dislike button down below, depending on your preference. But again, thanks for watching this video, and as always, have a great day. Goodbye.